Old dude with a fucking wig on, fucking almost 80 something, walking down the street with lipstick and shit. This race got to go.
And we want to start off by saying, Call halal Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. We also want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who we learn the truth from. All right. Reading salutations to all the Yakins out there that are doing the work, that are fighting for their salvation, fighting for their spot in that chariot. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. All right. Now, woe is you, man, if you stop doing this work, man. Woe is you. Okay. Now the Lord is showing us. All right. We know of men that have been in this thing. They went out and they went through some hardship, and now they threw the towel, and now is trying to demonize men that have been doing this work. You know, judgment comes swiftly, man. That's why you have to stay your mouth, stay your lips. You know, when if you gonna bow out, man, bow out gracefully in a hush hush, man. Why? Because your job is only to defend the gospel. Whether you switched up the truth, whether you switched up the doctrine, whether you did whatever you did, just go teach what you're gonna teach and do that.
Yeah, you
You
also
know,
your job also is to warn the people,
come,
warn the people and prophesy.
yeah,
All right. You get off of any one of those things that this brother said and that said. You get off any one of those
yeah,
linear events that you're supposed to be portraying out here on the streets, and something bad's gonna happen to you, man.
right,
Okay.
right. But don't go and start defaming people, pointing people's finger at people to basically throw off what they're saying. These people recommended this, so now everything they're saying is a lie. You
It's
know,
too much. Yeah.
if a child says 2 plus 2 is 4, whether he be 2 years old, that's the truth. 2 plus 2 is 4. Doesn't matter if you say, nah, he's a baby, he don't know what he's talking about, or nah, he heard it from somebody else. If that kid is saying 2 plus 2 is 4, and it is 4, is the truth. Doesn't matter if a thief says it. Doesn't matter who the fuck says it. The truth is the truth, man. You don't have to be attacking anybody's person. Why? Because you don't know who you're attacking, man. That could be a man of the Lord. You know, that could be a servant of Yahweh Shai, and you might not. So worry about teaching the right doctrine, yes, but worry about doing your work. Don't worry about defaming and trying to bring up dirt on somebody else and doing this, because guess what? The Lord is like, all right, well, whatever the scriptures say, whatever measure you meet, you will be met. You see, the Lord's gonna judge you according to how you judge other people as well, man. And especially if you're being a hypocrite too, man. Trying to judge anybody else. Who are you to judge another man's servant, man? Your job is to defend the gospel, period. As a man of the Lord, as a so-called man of the Lord. Many are called, few are chosen. You don't even know if you're a man of the Lord. We have faith and through the Holy Spirit, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, we firmly believe in this thing. But at the end of the day, you don't know if you'll be in it tomorrow. See? So that's why you have to stay, because we seen what happened to some dudes, man. We seen what happened, man. And I know it says in the book of Esdras, woe is me if I do not teach this thing. But Isaiah said it, the prophet Isaiah said it, which I'm gonna Lord's will grab it.
I got this.
It's in the book of Corinthians. Apostle Paul said it. Woe is me if I don't preach this thing, this truth. We do this out of necessity, because this is a life or death situation. This ain't no joke, man. This is not a joke. A lot of men are treating this like it's a joke until the Lord, bam, smacks them upside their fucking heads, man.
Can I say this? Can I say this too? Even if you fake it, man, if you ain't about this thing sincerely, right? Not studying, not doing the work that you're supposed to be doing, the Lord is going to watch you, man. He's gonna cast you down. Okay? You can fake the funk in front of people all you want. All right. But like this brother is saying, it's been men that's going to be found out, and it's been men that's found out already. Okay. And that's where I lie with it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you doing this work in truth and sincerity,
Yeah.
you should grow. All right, the Spirit should work with you, and you should get what you need to get out of it to use. All right, as a tool to forward the gospel. Man. Okay,
you can grab me on Psalm 91 because this is what it's all about right here, man. You know, Psalm 91 is a beautiful. That's a beautiful scripture, and it says a lot. Those that have ear to hear, let them hear. Okay, it says a lot. You know, you want to be under the Heavenly Father's good graces, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's good graces, because ain't nothing good coming from him now. This time, you know, he's finna bring destruction. He's finna bring death. Whoa. Okay. You got it?
Yeah. This is Psalms 91:1. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High."
Yeah. What is the secret place? Right. The secret place is the right knowledge of this word. That's secret to everybody. The right doctrine. That what the main. What's the crux of it? That we're the Hebrew Israelites. Salvation is only for the elect men of Israel. Okay. That we're going to be set up as priests and kings. Right. That Yahweh Shai only came to die for the elect of Israel and for nobody else, man. Okay. And that you got to go out to the highways and byways, okay, in season and out of season. Okay, that's those 5 points are the crux of this ministry.
Yeah.
Period. And as long as you stay in those within those 5 crux, you're dwelling under the secret places of the Almighty. You're dwelling. He's gonna have his wings, as we're gonna read. He's gonna have his wings over you. Yeah. But once you step outside of that, once you stop coming out, you know,
or using the name.
Yep, or using the name. Khan, that's another the water, right? Once you start
Deviate from that.
Right. Once you get away from those points, you're out of the coverage, man. And anything and it's fair game. You can land in jail for 9-10 years. You know, you can you can whatever. But once you're in that shadow, the Most High can deliver you from anything, because the scriptures say that He's not going to give you a charge that you cannot bear.
Yeah.
So He can deliver you from absolutely anything, and I can speak as a testimony that the Lord has delivered me from a ton of crazy shit, man. Saved my life. I got struck by a vehicle at 60, 70 miles an hour on the highway. My person saved me. You know, and I was in the truth. Feel me? You know, and countless other times, I even struck a baby with my truck. I can say that. Yahweh Shai, my witness, I hit a baby. The mom was crossing the street. This is by Phil's Corners. It was between 2 cars. And she just came out of nowhere. And I hit that baby carriage with a Toyota Tundra, big ass fucking monster truck. And the angels came. The baby was in a carriage, and the baby flew up on a car seat and landed way farther down. We don't even know how the baby got there, but I know.
Yeah.
You see, and nothing happened to that kid, man. Nothing. The baby was like, nothing happened. Nothing. There was no harm to that baby. And I hit that. I must have hit that. I must have hit that carriage at 35 miles an hour with a monster truck. But that's all credit to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
Hey.
Because you're dwelling under the secret places. You have that coverage because you're saying the right doctrine.
That's right.
You're on those 5-6 points that we just mentioned.
You're singing the song of Moses. All right. It's like Elder Apostle Tahar always say of GMS. You know, we're affiliate camp now, GMS. But the points that the elders make, it still stands within the what you call people at church, the congregation. My brain just went crazy for a minute there. Yeah. But we're still in the congregation because what we're doing, we all speaking the same thing. We're on one accord, man. Yeah. Just like Yahweh Shai is on one accord with Yahweh, okay? We are one accord with Yahweh Shai for Yahweh, okay? That's how you get redemption. That's how you be saved about it. You know, it's a couple of important points that was said in Matthew's, you know, about him going to save a place for us. And the only way you can do that is by sticking to those points that this brother said right here. All right? Let me keep on reading. Verse 2 says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust. You're going to need a lot of that during these days, man. That's right. There's a lot of shit coming. A lot, man. Coming right down the pipe, man. You know? That's right. It says, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the poisonous pestilence.
Yeah.
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
Huh?
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
Yeah, that's that. Psalm 91 is a powerful, beautiful song that should keep you in good order, man. Because the only way to maintain safety or have
Right behind this is fire. Okay, right? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
but the only way to maintain have some surety of your safety is by dwelling under the shadow of the Almighty, man. Like a bird, hugs its eggs, its cubs, man.
Yeah.
You see,
It's chicks. Yeah.
right? It's chicks. But once you step outside of the secret place, you stepped outside of that protection, man.
Bubble.
What was you, man?
Yeah, man.
Anything can happen to you, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you after that. So we have to understand these things. We do this work out of necessity, not because it ain't because we want to. If it was up to me, I'd rather be in the kingdom and not having to do anything and just be good.
Yeah.
But we're working for that.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
When a man goes to work, he don't go to work thinking, "Yeah, I love the work." He goes thinking about that paycheck, right?
That's the charge that the Lord gives us.
Right, and it's in the scripture.
Yeah.
We working for that one penny. That's why the Lord used the parable of the penny.
Yep.
Because we're all working for that one penny. We're working to usher in the kingdom of heaven. Then where we desire to see righteousness. We don't want to be in this goddamn godforsaken place, man.
Yeah, after when you learn the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you see who your enemy is, and you see the wickedness that goes on, you want to leave this place.
Yeah, man.
You got niggeros on the internet. I just watched this past week. I don't know if I sent you the video. I passed it around to so many people. You know, they say they see the work that Trump is doing down there in Mississippi, and could they send the troops to Atlanta? Into other areas where it's nothing but Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to straighten out the YNs.
Yeah.
These people putting themselves in a trick bag now. Because what's going to happen is after this November, those troops that's in place, they're there for martial law, for anarchy. Okay? They're just not telling you that. They're trying to place them around secretly because all hell is going to break loose, man. Okay? After November. Okay? It says, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday."
Yeah, and that's why we come out here with our accountants, because we understand that we ain't gonna be walking in terrors, man. You can see that video, that brother that dumbass goddamn Edomite pull out a blicky on him.
Yeah.
And the brother was, the Lord put the spirit on that brother.
Yeah, I was speaking about it at the camp last week, man.
I seen that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
He tried to be strong with the brother. You know what I'm saying? The
but
brother was like, listen and let me read this.
We don't fear death, man.
Yeah.
And I firmly say it. We know what happens after death, man. Anyways, the brother was doing the work.
Yeah.
Lord willing, even if he does get taken out, he's gonna come back at first. He's gonna be first, man. And it's a great privilege to be first, to have that dominion, that first witnessing of the downfall of Esau.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, all these Edomites, they're gonna go on into slavery. The Lord's gonna destroy the bulk of them here, in this Third World War. But they're gonna go into slavery, man, under us.
Yeah, they're gonna come back and they're gonna get shackled up, man.
And then we're gonna do to them double according to what they did to us. They gotta drink of that cup, man. So that's gonna be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we're not making this up, right? It's in the scriptures. We pull these scriptures and we'll read them for you. But the thing of it is, this is what we're working towards, man. The kingdom of heaven is a real thing that's going to be on this earth. And the people that's by words on this sign, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're going to be in charge. I just watched a video this morning of a Edomite dude basically saying all that's happening right now. White people weren't built for this, okay? And black people have it better when dealing with these type of situations, okay?
Yeah.
And that we come together, some secondary perception kicks in about us.
Yeah, Jacob's always giggly gaggling on any occasion, man.
Yeah.
It could be the worst out of the worst. You have a nigga fucking dancing and you know. But Esau, he ain't built for that. You see what happens? He's so whatever they lose in the stock market, they lose a bunch of bread. You see them lining up on the top of the rooftop, man,
Yeah, man.
ready to jump. Now, mind you, they ain't the outright poor because they may lose a couple millions, but they'll still have some, you know, they ain't like Jake where they're in the street, but they'll still choose to fucking jump out of a building because their spirit ain't. Scriptures say one people will be stronger than the other. You know, their spirit wasn't built with strength like our spirit. They're not spiritually in tune. We're spiritually in tune.
Yeah.
Even in wickedness.
That's it.
You see Jake, right? Before they about to rob something, they're like, Lord, please. You know, they start praying to the Lord, help me rob, you know? And then afterwards they do it, they'll be like, thank you, Lord. And, you know, it's always thinking some spiritual thing behind it. See, but that's our nature.
Yeah.
The nature of Esau is just, you know, a dead one, man, basically. You know, that this man's spirit ain't dead. You know?
Got definition for it. Making noise for no reason. It's a definition of resilience. It says the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. All right. The ability or of a substance or object to spring back into shape elastically. And we use the spirit for that. You know, that's how we spring back into shape. Like this is our spiritual filler. Week in, week out, doing those videos is a spiritual filler. Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai made the point of saying man should not live on bread alone, but the word of God. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the filler.
This is the water.
Yeah,
He told that woman at the well. Yeah. If you know who's giving you the water, you will actually, you know, you will not thirst anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so hey man, you know, we're spiritually better than them.
Yeah, man.
And that's why they hate us so much. I always say it, man. You know, there's only two reasons why you would hate another person without even never meeting them.
Yeah.
That is jealousy or whether they done something to you. And Esau is straight out jealousy, man.
Yeah.
He's jealous of our closeness to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's jealous that the Lord chose us and not them. All right? That they're being chosen for destruction. You know, I just seen a picture of 1937 picture of a lynching, a mob lynching, where you had this little Edomite bitch looking at Jake hanging from a tree and shit. They just posted that shit recently, you know, over there in Mississippi. And that picture, I forgot what I think his name was Robert something, the brother that got hung up on a tree, all because of nothing, because he so-called intimidated another white woman. You know, they took him from the police, a bunch of murderers, devils, Edomites, man. You know, but the reason why that even that little girl was smiling, like you should, man, I'm gonna send you that picture, man. That shit, I'm gonna make a show on that shit. You can see the evil hatred, the amount of inspite that was on that little girl, man. Because that shows you one thing, that they're born with that hatred, man. It's embedded in their seed.
Yeah, man.
That Esau said, I will slay my brother Jacob for what he did, man. And that's why they hate us so much. It ain't a skin color thing. They ain't hanging Elon. Elon walk by the neighborhoods in the darkest part of Arkansas, he'll be all right.
They live out there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Elon live out
Yeah.
there. That's where Patel. That's where he was supposed to go out there. He was supposed to go to the Midwest and set up something out there, but then they put his ass to work here in DC. You know what I'm saying? But that's where they was going to send him. You see, so Elam's already out there. They chilling and nobody messes with them.
You know, and they
you ever hear of them getting rounded up? It's immigrants over here from India.
That's right. A lot of them.
A lot of them, man.
A lot of them. You know, Trump right now. Well, they got this little, all you dumb people out there. They got this little feud now with Modi and Trump. This trade war is going on and all that. Trump, I think, revoked like visas and shit. What Elamites can't come in at the moment. But
N1 visas.
Right, but
you know
to the brother's point, you don't see ICE out there harassing no fucking Elamite. You don't see Elam in Alabama or Arkansas getting hung. They got the same skin color that we got. Some of them even darker than us. I seen an Elamite that was dark as fucking shit, man.
Some of them could be niggas, man. They could be,
You know,
Jake. You know,
you know,
that's what the whole caste system over there is about. But they're not hunting them down, man.
right?
They won't hunt down any other race but the people on the
That's
sun.
right,
That's it.
right. Going into that jealousy, man.
Yeah.
You know, that
We
jealousy.
know the real what's going on.
On.
But I got this real quick. Like we was harping on Esau not being built for these type of times. This Second Timothy 2:21 it says, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, meant for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Oh, let me go. But in the great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor.
Yeah.
Right?
The Lord chose them to dishonor.
That's right.
That's the part. The Lord chose to shit them. Right?
Yeah,
Esau, the Edomites, also known as so-called white people.
yeah. Them playing that angelical bullshit, the role of an angelical. They're not made for that, man.
Right.
That's why they asked Trump what was his favorite Bible verse, and he said 2 Corinthians. All right, proving that this man he can't recite scriptures.
Yeah, he can't do right.
He can't do the right shit, man.
Esau can't do right. He was built to be the wicked, the man of sin. What's the man of sin? Because he was the first sinner.
That's it.
One of the, yeah, going back to Cain,
Hey,
man.
yep.
He killed his brother and lied about it. A liar and a murderer. A thief. See?
That from the beginning.
Yeah.
Scriptures even got him pegged as that. Right now, people don't even know. The war is back on. And we knew it was going to be. Anyway,
All
all right. They blamed some shit on some Hamas, like
Yep.
shooting an RPG or some shit like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
out of
yeah.
tank, and then busting shots at
Yeah.
IDF.
Right.
Okay.
We knew the plans of this devil Yahweh. We be Yahweh, man. You know what he wants to do. He wants to take over all that shit. But it's fine. You can have it. At the end of the day, it don't belong to him either. It belongs to the people on this side. And guess what? The Lord, the real Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Yahweh and his son are gonna come back and they're gonna rain fire upon that land, man. Right? And they're gonna be burnt. It don't matter what technology they can come up with. Like Trump was saying, back at that meeting they had, yeah, BB, he called me, he called me, he wanted some weapons, and we gave him the best of the weapons. Weapons I didn't know about. I didn't know about these weapons. Weapons, that were so powerful. Then they can use them, and it don't matter.
He used them very well.
Very well. Damn, that fucking level. That hey man, no matter what weapon. Well, look at the other meeting that they had with these admirals that they saw the UFO. They were like, "Were you scared, sir?" They were like, yes, indeed, we were very scared. We've never seen such a phenomenon. We attempted to shoot it down, and it just evaded all kinds of weaponry. And exactly, man.
What was the Hellfire missile? That's what they shot at it.
Yeah.
One Hellfire missile, which we didn't see those missiles knock down whole fucking blocks.
Yeah.
When that shit hit, okay, they were doing that over there in Iraq. Okay,
Yeah. Tomahawks,
all that shit.
Ain't that there's no technology. This is ancient technology to the most high, man.
Yeah, man. 10,000 light years.
Yeah. Y'all too
y'all
behind,
behind,
man. Your F-22 Raptors, F-35s, Phantom bombers and shit. That's old technology, man. Yeah, man. Lord got chariots that disappear like in front of your eye. Disappear, man.
Yeah,
Can't even see it. How much, no radar, no amount of metal detection, no nothing. Can't see them. And say, boom, you're out of here.
Gone.
Gone.
All you hear is the crackling of the sound.
Yeah.
Your body flying different ways.
Yeah, man.
Go back to Psalms 91. Because, we know that scripture that says, "You want to get the hammer of the earth." We know the end result of this. That's why we could just go to other points in the scriptures and work from there. These people are not going to win, man. Already, it's been written that the enterprise should come to naught, man. Even this shit with the RFID chips being handed out to people, it sounds like a good plan on paper, but the Lord is not going to let it come to fruition. You see them damn Moabites over there on the sidewalks sleeping because their credit debt system got them all jacked up. That's coming to America, right? You break laws here, you unwanted in places, you're going to get that stripped away from you. They're going to close right down your chip. You're not going to be able to buy nothing. You're not going to be able to rent anything. Okay, that's coming here
Absolute control.
all the way. Just like my man Nick Rockefeller said, and Aaron Russo having a conversation with Aaron Russo. Okay, he told him flat out, "Hey, we want total control of the people." Over there, they're marching right now for no digital ID in England. Okay, you're saying that right now, but when they take the food out of your mouth,
Yeah.
they already
Starmer said
yeah, man.
ain't nobody gonna be able to
That's
work.
it.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to do shit unless you got that digital ID, man.
And
But that's just a precursor, man. That ain't
that ain't
that ain't the mark of the beast, but it's a precursor. No, it's a conditioning of the people, man. It's a way to get you ready to accept it. And if you don't, hey, you can't be take part of society.
That's right.
That's what they want to do. In according to the Book of Revelation, man.
Yeah.
13th chapter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna read down on this.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is verse 6, right? It says, "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wishes at noonday." Okay, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Exactly.
Right, and right now, people don't know that they got a plan to spray uh, the mRNA, uh, the bats on people in Canada, like crops, spray it from a plane, just on top of people. Okay, but they're not telling you that they already fed into the AI system. They fed two strains of pestilence in there, right? And they built a better and worse virus than they fed into it. And then they made that shit a live culture. And then they laid off people from the CDC. I hope you're putting this all together because they can do whatever they want now. You see? Go ahead, read that, bro.
Done with Psalms.
No, I still got some more.
Okay.
You want? Okay, I'll finish it out. Yeah. It says, "A 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitations." Right. So if you make the Most High your habitations, you looking good. Okay, and the only way you can make the Most High your habitations is what? Follow the words that's put before you, the tablet. Okay. It says, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thine ways." Right? And you're gonna need the angels round about you. Okay? Just like that brother was saying, that dude that had the fight with the Edomite because he pulled the strap on him. Okay? The angels wasn't kept around that guy, man. Okay? So all you Jakes, when this trouble starts, we extending our hand to you through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to help y'all out, man, to get y'all right back on the straight and narrow. But y'all seem to be the way to other gods. Okay? Y'all profess yourself to be not of not of the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's why when that destruction comes, don't don't try to call out for the Lord, man. He's not gonna hit you. He even said it himself. Okay? It says, "They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. because he has set his love upon me. Therefore, would I deliver him, I will set him on high because he hath known my name. Right? What is the very important point? I will protect those who trust in my name. Okay, that was the NLT. Now you got to have trust in that name. You Nobody said to switch up the name, right? Nobody said to change up the name. Nobody said that you can't follow that name. But it's certain groups out here that they wholeheartedly hung on that point. Man. Okay, they're not even pushing the name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Right? So, hey, you got to come back to the will of the Most High, the Heavenly Father. All right, through His Son Yahweh Shai. And that's all the thing we out here to do, man, is push our people, the elect of our people, towards, saying, the redemption, okay, the coming day of the Lord, thy power, all right, which his name is Yahweh, and his name is Yahweh Shai, okay? That's it on that.
This is it's uh, Isaiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Yeah, yeah. What's gonna do that, man? Is these thermonuclear missiles, man. That's how this place is gonna become desolate. Okay. I just saw an interview with this dude. He was saying how we're in World War III. Things that we know, right? Yeah. And he was predicting that before 2030, there's gonna be a nuclear war. And it's gonna and it only takes one shot from one. But he's saying that this thing with Pakistan, because Pakistan is a nuclear is a nuclear
I read it, yeah.
Pakistan too. Pakistan. Yeah, because Iran doesn't have nukes. So Pakistan was supporting Iran. And they said, well, if Israel, because they have what's called the Samson
what is it, plan or
no, yeah, it's called the Samson
defense?
Damn, I forgot.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I looked it up before.
It's a policy basically that says that if Israel gets got, they bring everybody down with them too, meaning they're gonna nuke. So there's if Iran were to destroy Israel with these ICBMs that they have, because Iran they don't have nukes, but they have missiles. They have a lot of ballistic missiles, and they're very, very, very precise.
Oh, the Samson option.
Yeah, the Samson option. It's a policy, basically.
It's
a plan that, if Israel gets destroyed, but Pakistan is a guarantor. So Pakistan has nuclear missiles, and they guarantees Iran won't be nuked, because if Israel nukes Iran, Pakistan is going to nuke Israel.
Yeah.
Now Pakistan is fighting with Afghanistan now, so they could drop a pocket nuke there. Then if they drop a pocket nuke, now some other country's gonna have to butt in. Probably the cars are they gonna butt in.
Yeah.
And they're gonna drop another nuke. And it's so he predicted that before 2030 there's gonna be a nuclear war.
Yeah.
That's what this guy predicted. I have the video. I gotta find it. I don't think I shared it to you, but
yeah,
it's a good video. And it makes sense, and that may well be. That may well be, but we know that it ain't according to that man. It's according to the plan of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because only he knows when this is going to be all over. But we know that we are in the midst of this Third World War. We have war in Ukraine that's never ending. We have Pakistan. We have North Korea sending troops. We have everybody's fighting, man.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's fighting. So it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong, and this place is fully engulfed in a nuclear war. Because as soon as they start a conventional war with big powers like Russia or China, it's over.
Yeah, man. It's over. It even states that in Jeremiah 50 times. And 51 too.
Because ain't nobody gonna want to lose. As soon as one of them sees each other losing, them like, all right, hold on, we ain't losing nuke. Oh, So,
I got this real quick.
go ahead.
In Second Ezra 9:3, it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world."
That's a good point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and end, and the end is manifested.
Gone. Yeah.
Okay?
I thought. Yeah. If you grab also that scripture that say when you hear wars, rumors of wars, because
Yeah.
everything the Lord, yeah, Matthews, everything the Lord said that was going to happen right before the end has happened.
Yeah.
You know, this is how we know that we're at the end of this thing, man. You know,
It's good, man. It's good. Oh gosh. Here we go. Yeah,
the bald-headed Christian.
that's a white supremacy preacher right there.
You want to tell everybody just about Jesus. So Raptus Christus.
Yeah. Matthew 24:4, and said, and Yahushua answers and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed of Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Yeah, you hear Trump talking about wars. You hear the war in the middle. The whole Middle East is in turmoil, and it's just a matter of time before Iran and the Israelis go at it again, man.
Yeah, it started already. Like I said, it started.
It's a matter of time before they start launching missiles at each other again, and that's gonna escalate things. You know?
I think uh, as of yesterday, they've been striking them continuously since those people moved back to that area. So there's just one bombardment after another, they were saying.
What, in Gaza?
Yeah, in Gaza.
Gaza.
You know?
Yeah. But Iran and Israel, they're gonna go at it soon, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, that 12-day war wasn't over. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Because we know how these devils operate, man. You know? You could you know, a lot of these retired colonels and generals tell you. McGregor, even the professors, Jeffrey Sachs, you know, the professor of one of these prestigious schools, they're telling you what these devils want to do, man.
That's right.
You know, and they ain't lying. But the Most High is exposing them according to Nahum. He said that he'll lift up the skirt and show everybody, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this off. It says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And it's true indeed. It is the beginning of sorrows. Like we were saying at the beginning of the camp, you know, what do you think this is going to cost for a person or a country that consumes so much, right? When they food get cut off, man, it's going to be something different out here, man. Okay? But go ahead, bro.
Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yeah.
So everybody's hip now to this devil antics, man. His MO. You know what he likes to do, man. So that's why everybody's taking up against him.
And that nakedness that's being shown is how diabolical, okay, the so-called white man is, man. Okay? Which non-stop white supremacy. Okay? The history that follows y'all. Okay? The scriptures say that there should be saying upon your glory. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's out there now. So if you walking down the street, or let's say you're an Edomite and you said, God bless America, we know what type of Edomite you are from the jump, man. You're one of those WP Edomites, okay? Nationalists, okay? Things is not going to be deemed well for you guys going forward, man. All hell's about to break loose in this nation, man. And there's no way to quell it.
That's right.
Grab me Isaiah 19. Direct results. Everybody's losing their fucking job. Everybody. Even the government people that ain't supposed to lose jobs are losing jobs. If you work in the government's supposed to stay on. All right, never supposed to be put off. Everything turns late if you turn off the systems of the government. That's what you're seeing, man. Everything's off now. Okay. Yeah, you just start at one and go down.
On Isaiah 19, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Yeah, we starting to see that now. I was watching a video of this dude with a special hunting scope that he had that could see right into the night. But he was looking at the sky. He was like, "Yeah, you can't see certain things with your naked eye." He said, "I won't say what it is until you see it." And then he just was showing it. He said, "That's the shooting star," and then you see a whole bunch of chariots like flying all over the place, thousands of them, like little microscopic orbs and shit like that on the petri dish, just going left and right, flying straight, coming back the other way, all different speeds. He was like, "That's not satellites. Those are not planes." He was like, "What is this?" And you can't see it with your naked eye, man. So the cherries are here, man. Okay, they're here. They're all around us every day. People have no inkling of it at all.
It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Yeah, the heart of Egypt is moved at the presence of it. All right, like we was going in earlier, those pilots, they're definitely afraid of them. Why? America's military is supposed to be the strongest thing, but now it's no protection against that. Okay, so now their strength is failing in the midst of them. Okay, you're seeing all this happen in real time. And I'm so happy, man, because this place is it's lost in the sauce, all of it. All right. If you ain't thinking about the destruction of this place and the kingdom of the Most High coming, okay, you're not in the right spirit. You're about to perish your damn self. Okay, go ahead.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians,
Yep.
and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor.
Yeah.
City against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Basically, that's what you're seeing being played out. Okay, on the news with the red states, the blue states. Okay, these king, what's that?
No king's march.
Yeah, no king's march that happened only in blue states. Okay, this is a civil war getting ready to happen. Then I heard that there's certain states that wanted to secede from the from the nation. All right, break off into their own shit. Yeah, man, this is what happened during the civil war. So we getting ready to experience this all over again. Right? Okay, and it's beautiful. Can't wait. Okay.
And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the town of torment, and to them that have familiar spirits,
Yeah,
and to the wizards.
yeah. They trying to do that now. Okay. We know that up there in that fucking that White House that y'all do seances, y'all call certain people to come do rituals and shit like that. Okay, this is a well-known thing, man. Okay, and it's not being hidden no more. The Lord's going, we're going to let all this be known and exposed, man. Just like you were saying, this is a place called Babylon the Great for a reason. The word Babel goes into confusion. It's all manner of confusion. Look, I'm talking on the camera. You got a nigga talking right here. You got a nigga over there playing violin. You got the loud ass bus there. In a few moments, you might hear a siren come by. There's all manner of wickedness just going on at one time. You only got two sets of ears. You can only hear one or the other. But they force it all on you to drive you mentally insane, man. It's crazy. Okay?
And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the strong Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what you see right now. These people that you see in power today are the very same people from ancient times, man. Like, yeah. These people have been ruling since the beginning. All right, that's the job that the Lord gave him. Like for us, what did the Lord say that we shall get that real quick? Join him in the regeneration. Uh, join him in the regeneration. Join me in the regeneration. Again.
Yeah. Matthew 19 and 28. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. And everyone that hath forsaken house, brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
There you go. All right. So that's it's the same principle for these demons. Go ahead.
Verse 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yeah. That's it. So we at the last right now. And guess what? When we come back into power, we're going to be the first. All right. And these demons that's ruling today, they're in their fucking last, and they're gonna come back. They're on the top. Okay, and they're gonna be on the bottom. All right. So they can do their worst, man. I wish they would come on with it, man. All this gradualism, it doesn't make any sense. That's for toddlers, man. All right, your ultimate move is what? Is to microchip everybody. We know that. All right. When that brother keep on reading Isaiah 19, because you're doing it in increments. All right. Yeah. They selling this story over and over again, man. And they dressed up like Native Americans. That's Esau being wicked again, man. Okay, those were Edomites that threw the tea inside the fucking harbor, man. Yeah, I think 19. Right.
Because 19 and
bullshit. Bunch of fucking bullshit.
Isaiah 19 and 5. It says, and the waters shall fail from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up.
Yeah, that's what's happening now. All right. The one thing that the water represents there is busyness, life, bubbling. You know what I'm saying? Things are happening. Everything's getting dried up now. All right. As sure as we standing down here in downtown Boston, none of these awesome buildings are being used anymore. None of that shit. Okay. They're just riding around here giving tickets to people for no reason. Okay. None of this shit is used properly anymore. All right. The wasted fucking piece of land mass, man. Go ahead.
And they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and the flags shall wither. The paper reeds by the brooks.
Jump to 15.
15 you want? Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail. All right, verse 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Right. As a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Yeah, this place is done, man. All right. So many people being laid off. You know, it's certain jobs that don't even exist anymore. Okay, because of automation. All cashier jobs are going to be done. I don't know if you work at Dunkin' Donuts, if you think you're going to work at the grocery store, whatever. All those jobs are going to get eliminated, man. All right. Just like we seen at Walmart. Walmart got all those cash registers, but they only have 2 lines open at a time. And nobody working there, man. Nobody. You ring that bell to get something from behind the glass. You stand there for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? To one tired, exhausted person that had to walk all the way over in one everything. One corner of the store to walk back to the other end just to let you get some deodorant or some shit like that, man. They're slimming down on purpose, man, because they got a plan to get this UBI, universal basic income, started. All right, that's another thing that's going to make people run to the gate to go get chipped too, man. All right, you won't have no money to spend unless you get into the system. You want a roof over your head, you want socks and shoes and shit like that on your body. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to come get this chip if you want work. You know, and it's going to continue in that fashion because that's the trick that Esau is going to pull, so that you have to come and get this digital ID. Healthcare is another thing. Okay, a lot of shit is running out here in America. That person that they voted for is going to kill them also. Okay, you white people thought y'all was getting a leg up on black people again, but now that cruel law is getting ready to fuck y'all up too, man. He's going to crash the whole party, man. Okay, and we just going to sit back and watch. They even mad that we don't even want to participate in the No King's Day, uh, uh, the casting down of this government. They're mad, man, because we all sit back and say, "Nah, that's not for us. No thanks. No thanks." Okay. This time you can't plan it on us. That's why it says it's going to be Egyptian against Egyptian, man. You want to read a little bit more on that? I think it's like two more verses, and that's it.
It says, verse 16, in that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the land
Yep.
of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hand is definitely over us. All right, they making all these calamities happen, man. Okay, natural disasters. We know how that's done. Okay, in the physical, but in the spirit, the Most High is making this man do His will. All right, you know about your little weather casting machine that you got. Okay, all the above. You know what I'm saying? And Negroes' minds is going in America, man. They just going stupid. Oh, it's like fucking retarded, man. It's fucking fast, man. It's not going to help you. None of this shit is helping you. Drinking, having sex, fucking drugs. None of that shit is helping you out. The end is coming, man. It's coming. And these women about to find out. Your children is not going to save you anymore, neither. Them damn EVP gets cut off. Yeah, you had all them C's. Why? So you can sit on the high horse and try to floss on everybody. We told y'all, starting in 2021, that type of flossing, all right, is not a flex. We told you women that shit, man. Having 12 different baby daddies in a big ass house by yourself. You had 12 rods jammed up in you and had some seeds.
Yeah. Now women think that's a flex.
Nah, it's not a flex. They about to get their ass hurt now.
You know, having multiple babies by multiple baby daddies and shit. That ain't no flex, man. You know, but what the scripture say, the Lord said that the turning of things upside down.
Yeah.
You know that the wicked things are gonna be steamed.
That's the hardest thing.
Con. So that's wickedness for a woman to lay up with multiple dudes. A woman's only supposed to have one man. You know, after they go around and they sleep around now in their 30s, all you know, in the ancient world, at 30 you were a grandmother.
Yeah, bro.
At 30 you already had at least a grandkid. You know, your oldest son probably would, you know, because
Kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll be get pregnant at 14 and 15. And I thought about this too, man, because in this kingdom, you know, you ain't supposed to be 30 and your mom's 70. You know, almost getting ready to get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to see multiple generations. You ain't supposed to be seeing just, you know, one generation. like a lot of people do, man. Things are backwards, man.
Yeah, they changed the law.
They change everything, man. You know, a woman is by nature. This is by the design of the Lord, right? Designed to have kids as soon as she gets her period,
Yeah.
the flower her age. Now, this is not saying now that brother's gonna go and grab on no 10-year-old, 11-year-old. This is not what it's talking about here, right?
In this kingdom, especially.
In this kingdom, especially. But what it is, you're gonna set up your sons. You know, when he gets to be 12, he's a man according to the scriptures, and you're gonna marry. I'm gonna betroth him to, this brother's his daughter. His brother's daughter, she's 9, 10. She's about to become of age. She's about to set him up in their own house.
Yep.
Set him up. Oh, you know what I'm saying, and that's it. And then my son's gonna take his daughter and so forth. The dowry's gonna be given, and my son's gonna take the daughter. We ain't talking about, like you other sick individuals are talking about, man. But this is all according to how the Lord designed the human body. Okay. But now, but now you have grandmothers trying to be young women at 50 and 60. They want to be looking like 20. People die around 65, 70, 80. Some live 80, some live 90. You see, but this is Esau turning the things upside down.
I got you right here. Isaiah 29:16 says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?"
No understanding, yeah, man. How you gonna buck up against the Lord's plan? That's not. If the Lord wanted the woman to reproduce a later age, he would have put it so that it would have been so. She would have got her period maybe at 15, 20, or 30.
Yeah.
But that's not the case, because the time to the body is when it's born, it's all fresh and new, like a new car. When you bring out a brand new car fresh out of the lot, or fresh out of the assembly line, right? That thing, is brand new. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the body's the same way. You got new organs, new everything that could cope with the pains of giving birth, that can cope with all those type of things. Because when you get later on, your body can't for a woman, the body can't handle that pain of birth.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
They get ready to go into menopause.
Yeah, menopause, because they can't handle it. Yeah. And if a woman try to give a natural birth at 40 or 50, she finna die. She could die. Yeah. Because is the body's too weak for that.
Yeah.
Giving birth, we see it as now as like that ain't nothing, because the Esau got all these medical technological advances. But giving birth ain't no joke, man. That's a hard thing. That's a very, very, very hard thing. Ain't no joke. So a woman is supposed to be having her children as around that age. Esau 13 years old.
Esau, what he has did, right? He has put a plan in front of them, to make them think that the longer they wait, the better off they'll be, right? But that's why you have mischief, young ladies out, mischievous young ladies out there,
fucking around. All them hormones that the Lord prepared the body at that time for all them hormones to take on a man.
That's right.
And for the man to take on multiple wives.
And the man to be in charge over a mind that's running wild like a child in the walk.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And then the other thing is, when we bring forth life, the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." Right. When we bring forth life, you want them children to grow up, hurry up, and go live their life. That's what living life is. Go let them. At 12 years old, a man should be out of his house living his damn life. He should know the laws. He should know the laws. Well, now in the kingdom, that's going to be inward parts. Yeah. But at 12 years old, why you want to keep that little nigga in the house? Let him live.
That's what it says in the scripture. If that kid didn't want to get up and leave or go out and make his way in the world, that you were supposed to take him to the center of the town and stone him, right? And that's a law that's in the book.
Yeah, you gotta let him live, man. You gotta. The Lord said, "Fill the face of the earth." The Lord made us so that we can be people. We can live amongst each other, and and do how he wants. But Esau is a wicked individual, man. That's a Jake too. That's a so-called Negro. She's all into
Yeah,
that.
most of Uber drivers don't want to take kids with them because they don't have baby seats. You know what I'm saying? And the thing,
I don't think it's a Uber. I think
no, that's an Uber driver. But that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't come to take kids around with their moms. See, that's another hardship that they're gonna have to deal with too, man. In Babylon the Great. Okay, this world is becoming not a place for them anymore. All right, and the more systems and shit get cut off, man, it's gonna be unbearable. And we've been telling you this for years. All right, get that Isaiah 4 and 1.
so. Bottom line is, man, you can't live in this kingdom, man. You can't. You don't know what life is.
Nope.
Only in the kingdom of heaven, every man's gonna have a couple wives and be all set.
Yeah, see, you can tell that's a nigga.
Plus the shit.
That's all right. You don't have to deal with it. You can go and get some more money somewhere else. You know. But see, she's trying to blame him for her hardships. She got one, two, three kids. The man trying to do his job.
Yeah, take the time, man.
Yeah, you know how it is.
What did you want, bro?
Isaiah 4 and 1. In this day, the man is the strong top. I mean, the strong, the strong covering for you, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man,
Yep.
saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a man is for from the giddy up, from the jump, man. That man put a seed in you. There's no man on the face of the earth that says I'm gonna have a baby with a woman and just hit the bricks. All right. Majority of the time, 90% of the time, women run off the men because he's trying to take care of the household and the kids through you, but you got some other type of bullshit going on. When it gets tiring trying to wrestle with you, you just need a clean, fresh smack across the face to wake your ass up out of party time. But you can't do that in this game. You do that, you're going to jail, man. Going to jail, you're going to lose all your shit. You're going to be put out of the house indefinitely. Okay? So what does the man do? Instead of running back and forth with these stupid court games, because he knows the kids is dead, he's trying to take care of them. What did he do? He let that woman go. Let her go with them kids, man. And let's see how it works out. Half of these Jake turned gay because their mom put a feminine spirit on them.
Emotional niggas.
Emotional. Like
that video I sent you. I was cracking up, bro.
I'm telling you, man. NBA young boy is one of them niggas too, man.
YN.
He's a YN nigga.
These young niggas, man. These niggas is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Step on a new sneakers.
He get ready to kill you, bro.
Yeah.
And men have died from less.
Yeah, man.
With emotional ass niggas in Babylon the Great like that, man. So emotional.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We need a whole makeover of the nation.
Yeah, man.
We need to wipe all the niggas out, the undesirable. We need to wipe y'all out, and then we need to set up the elect men of Israel, and that's gonna be a one unit, force. Never, ever, ever will be taken
Government.
down.
It's the government.
Yeah, it's gonna be a one unit force.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
All the all kings are gonna be
amongst us.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna be no looking at my brother differently or no, man. Ain't gonna be none of that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
We're sick and tired of you niggas, man. Ain't gonna be no trying to set this brother up and trying to take his shit.
Door. Yeah.
Nah, man, ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be I can't trust this brother. I can't trust niggas. I can't trust this. I ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah, man.
That's the difference in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no cutthroat like Esau be doing. He be cutthroating each other.
That's right.
No honor. Where that term come? No honor among thieves. From Esau.
Yeah. What did they say in the Apocrypha that they set crowns upon each other's head?
Yeah.
Then they seek to what?
To overthrow each other. Yeah, that's Esau's
crazy,
man. That's why his kingdom ain't gonna stand, because a kingdom divided against itself can't stand.
Man, all day, every day, man.
But why does our kingdom is gonna be an everlasting kingdom? Because of that. Because what did the Lord teach when he was here? The first thing he had one of the disciples wash the Lord's feet. For what? Why? Because he was it was the biggest lesson he was teaching them on what the kingdom is gonna be based on.
Yeah.
And what did the Lord say? He said the law falls in two. Love the Lord above all things and love thy brother like you love yourself. Because why? Because that's what the requirements to keep a kingdom forever, man.
Yeah. Son, that Esau can't
even fathom.
They should split right down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they fly.
They
fly. Always flying against each other. And Jake follows suit, because what the Lord said. What the Lord said to Jake, ye are of your father the devil. The lust of your father you will do.
Yeah.
Right? He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. When he speaks a lie, he's speaking of his own, right?
That's it.
That's why.
Yeah,
See,
man.
all these YNs, that was, which is all a CIA psyop. I saw a whole video on that.
COINTELPRO.
Yeah, man, to turn our people against each other, and they capitalize on what? On our distance from the Lord. Because we violated the law, statutes, and commandments, so they capitalized.
The book of Esther. In the book of Esther, that king that was coming, he said, how can we overthrow these people? And that traitor said, you know what? It said that if you can get them all to go astray from the Lord, it's game over. You can conquer them. And that's never going to happen again, man. Thus said scriptures. What's that? Isaiah, the 60th chapter, I believe. The 61st chapter, one of those. But it tells you that let me see if I can get it. That's right. No more cheers, right? No one shall move thee any further anymore.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Revelation 21:4 says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Yeah, the former things.
All the ways of this kingdom, everything is going down the toilet, man.
But that's how they used to have us. We've been through everybody's hands as we're in captivity.
That's right.
All nations have had us in captivity throughout the ages, man. But that will never happen. 18, yeah. That will never happen again.
Yeah, man.
And after the Lord comes back and delivers us, sets us up, it's over.
That's right.
You're looking at your new masters forever.
It's never going to change, man. And this is what Esau fears, man. He knows the end result. See, they scholars know the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
We don't deal with these peon regular ass Edomites, man. Persona non gratis. Okay, we don't deal with them, man, because it's no use to them, man. They just gonna have to go to sleep, and when they open their eyes in the kingdom of heaven, what's gonna happen is they're gonna notice who's in play. Okay, they're gonna notice who's in charge. All right, and the other nations are gonna be over them. Esau is gonna be on the very, very, very bottom. Okay, even to the point of after 1,000 years of him serving us, he's got to get out of the earth, man. Okay, so yeah, man, it's tiring trying to teach in all this fucking noise, man. You know? But hey, with that, You want to say all praises due to Yahweh. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. You want to say shalom and the barber Paul. Go down the street, lady. Get out of here before we call the police on you.